Hey guys, what's going on? It's Justin just coming to you with another video. I forgot to plug the light in. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. I got my bling on. All my necklaces, my two necklaces. About $400 in hardware here around my neck. It's about as far as I want to go. This big one is from GLD. It's the letters GLD Shop, GLD. And it's a stainless steel necklace that's plated in 18 karat gold. So it's got a healthy coating of 18 karat gold, and they do say it is healthy. There is significant microns here with gold. They're a part of the jewelry standard committee. So it's like the Better Business Bureau of jewelry stores, you know. So they have to give you the gold, you know, because a lot of people were just saying, you know what, we'll give them less gold and they'll never know. That's not what's happening here. So this is GLD Shop, GLD. I highly recommend. They were about $100. Actually, when I looked at Jaxxon, 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 they didn't have a 12 millimeter Cuban. The biggest size they have is 10 mil. So I went with GLD with the 12 mil. This is a 12 mil Cuban, Miami Cuban. It's a machine made, I think it's, we don't really know what the machine is that makes this. We think it may be Indian or Chinese, is what the jeweler said. I looked on YouTube, and a jeweler mentioned GLD, and they think their machine is Chinese or Indian or something like that. But I highly recommend GLD. I don't really care about the machine that makes it. I just want a good product, and it's a good product. But the Jaxxon here, the smaller Cuban, these are both Cubans, the smaller Jaxxon, the smaller Cuban from Jaxxon is an 8 mil. This is an 8 mil. And it's all Italian made. It's an Italian design. It's an Italian machine. Everything about it's 100% Italian. And the quality and finish is second to none, I must say. A little bit better than the GLD, but with the GLD, I saved $100. So you pick your market, you know. If you want to save $100, go with GLD. And let's put it this way, I think what the owner is trying to get across is, if you want the gold, go to GLD, because the guy gives the gold. He does. He's got a 19 millimeter Cuban on his website, which is pretty friggin' big. I mean, that is ballin'. So, but I really do like the Jaxxon, the smaller size. I think the smaller size Cuban brings more of a presence than the bigger size. I think the bigger size just makes you look like you're trying too hard. But if you have a modest size Cuban, like an 8 millimeter, it just looks like you're trying to politely say hi, you know? Instead of being like bling in your face, you know? You just want to politely say hi and get social, you know? I got some pretty heavy hardware around my neck. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I wish they were, instead of both stainless steel cord, because they're both stainless steel necklaces plated in the GLD is 18 karat and the Jaxxon is 14 karat. So they're both stainless steel necklaces plated in gold. So, I probably saved getting stainless steel. I probably saved $250 anyway on both the necklaces together. Had I have gone to like Miami Links or another website that specializes in Miami Cuban necklaces, then I could have got a sterling silver core plated in gold, which holds a little more street value. These will not be able to be resold. No one wants these because it's a stainless steel necklace. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. So I don't mind the stainless steel, to be honest with you. I don't mind the stainless steel. It's plated in gold, real gold. So, I mean, you might be better off with the stainless steel because stainless steel is a little more rigid than silver, sterling silver. And these links, see what they do. I saw the process in which they make these necklaces, and they start off with precious metal, and then they melt it down in a ladle, and then they pour it into a cast that's a rod, an unformed rod. It looks like a block of rod. It looks horrible. But it is precious metal. Whether you're working with stainless steel or silver or gold, they start off with a rod. And then they compress the rod in making uniform by pressing it. They press the uniformity out of it through a pressing mill. So they got this perfect rod now. So now they bend it, loop it around, and cut it. And then they weld it together. Yes, they weld it together. It's actually solder. They put a little foil of gold solder or whatever solder they're using. Mine is stainless steel. So it's probably some sort of solder that they use for stainless. And then the oven bakes it in. So it's like they add the ingredients and then they add the heat later and it bakes it in. And then they polish it when it's done and grind the imperfections out. So the Jaxxon necklace, really, for the extra $100, it's definitely worth it to me. I like both companies. I'm going to be honest. I like both companies. I'm happy. I went to GLD first, Shop GLD, and they gave me like a $25 off card and another discount, and I could have actually saved a lot of money going back to GLD, but I said, well, let's try Jaxxon out, just for shits and giggles. I knew it was going to be higher quality, but I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with both necklaces, to be honest, so... boy, what a life. I'm still having coffee. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm just having my coffee now. I got zero sleep last night. Zero. I was up all night having coffee. I drink espresso. Just straight espresso with milk. No sugar, no nothing. And I drink a lot of it. So, I got a letter in from the lady that rear-ended me. I got rear-ended last summer, and she kind of fucked my back up. She hit me real hard in my truck. I was in my pickup truck, my F-150, and I was stopped at a red light. There was cars in front of me, there was cars on the side of me, there was cars all over the place. We're all stopped at an intersection, and this lady just careens into me. She didn't even brake. I didn't even hear any screech. It was just bam. And my truck went forward like 10 to 15 feet, I think. I had my foot on the brake all the time, but she pushed my truck forward. And fortunately, I had enough distance in the front to not hit anybody, but she pushed me forward quite a bit. And then I went to physical therapy, and they took MRIs, and they showed a tear in the disc. So, in a bulge. So, I kind of got a scar tissue check coming in the mail. But I got this letter in the mail. It's from her insurance company. And it says, we sent your check to your lawyer. This was a week ago, 7 days ago. So I'm a little perturbed. The processing on this has taken so long. They're probably processing the check. So the check has to get deposited. It's got to clear for a certain amount of days. Because I think they can pull the check. They can reverse the check if it's like a mistake. Up to a certain amount of days, they can reverse the check. So they hold on to the check for a couple of days, I think. I really don't know. I really just want my money. I really just want my money. It's supposed to be $13,500. So I picked out a guitar. I picked out a guitar, and it's not cheap. More than I wanted to spend. But it's what I want. You know. I'm a Rhode Island master plumber, but my career is kind of shot. The local plumbers kind of shot my career up full of holes. Character deformation, to be precise. Character deformation, and I really don't want to get involved with the local plumbers anymore. So, I will get my plumbing license back because I was issued it in 2008 or 7, I forget. And then I let it cancel. I didn't renew it for a few years. And then when I tried to get it, they said you got to take the test. And I said, well, shit. So I just haven't been up to taking the test yet. I'm just dealing with a lot of life things, a lot of hurdles in my life, and plumbing license is on the back burner right now. Oh, man. What a fucking life. Unbelievable. Who'd have known, huh? Who'd have known? So, I got my guitar picked out. It's the Metallica Kirk Hammett guitar. It's his signature guitar at Guitar Center. So, it's about $1,400, which is like where I want to be as far as cost. It's a brand spanking new guitar, which I didn't need. I could have got used, but I just said, I just really like this guitar. And I YouTubed it. It's got a white zombie movie picture on it. It's like got zombies on it. It's like a horror show, because Kirk Hammett has horror shows. He likes horror scenes on his guitars. So this is one of his signature guitars, and it's got a horror scene on the body. The whole body is one big horror scene. and it says White Zombie. I guess it's the first zombie movie ever made, is what it is. So it's a pretty badass freaking guitar. When I get this guitar and I relearn all the old stuff I used to know, because what happened was I started to get into guitar. I went on disability, Social Security, and I said, well, that's it for plumbing. So I picked up the guitar. I always owned a guitar, but I never gave it that time that it needed. And I was beginning to peel back the onion on the guitar. I was starting to understand why things are the way they are when I became mentally ill. I was living on Cape Cod with my mom, and I just got mentally ill. And I was like padlocking the doors shut. I was like, they're breaking in. There was nobody breaking in. So, I totally went nuts. And the laws in Massachusetts will hold you for 2 weeks, and they'll put you on antipsychotic medicine, and then they'll release you. And then it's like, okay, now what? There's no support after the psychiatric hospital visit. There's nothing there in Massachusetts. So my mom, fortunately in Rhode Island, the laws are different, and they can court order you for years. You have to go in and take a shot every month or every 2 weeks. Every month or every 2 weeks, you got to go in and get this shot. It's like this gel that they inject into your arm, and it just sits there in your arm. It's a ball of medicine in your arm, and it's intermuscular is what they call it, medicine. And it just sits there, and you feed off that ball of medicine for like a few weeks. Some of them are like 6 months to a year. I was like, no, I don't want that. Thank you. No, I don't want to be on a 1 year shot. No, thank you. So they got me on medicine, and you begin to, the walls of your bower begin to fill in, and you get stable in your head. The more time that goes by, the more you're on the medicine, the better it is. The medicine is the key to schizophrenia. It really is. Some people don't come back, Like I'm talking to you now. I mean, the fact that I'm even here is because of the medicine. And if I did not, if I had been alive 100 years ago, I'd be in a Looney Tune bin. 100 years ago, I would have been in a Looney Tune bin. Because they can't get you back. They didn't know what they knew now. So, schizophrenia is no joke. This is serious business. Serious business. So we got Market Basket Seltzer Water. It's the flavored carbonated water that has no calories. It's got no aspartame or no sugar in it. So it's good for diabetes, which is what I have. I have type 2 diabetes, so we're going to crack a soda. And we got some vapes. All this oil in here is all vape oil for THC cannabis oil. So we are smoking, and we are just enjoying life. Just enjoying life. What's left of it, anyway. The reason why I went with this guitar, this ESP, I think it's called. The guitar company is ESP. And they have a few different models out, but the one I'm picking is like geared for heavy metal. At the neck, it's got roller nuts, so that when you hit the whammy bar or pull back on the whammy bar, it's just a lot easier to have a roller there at the neck where the string glides on, instead of having like a Stratocaster where it's just a bone, a physical solid bone piece at the neck, and you hit the whammy bar and it's like Wah. So it's got a roller nut at the neck, and it's going to be a lot better for hitting whammies, doing wah 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 wah, doing shit like that. It's geared for that. So it's geared for heavy metal. It's Kirk Hammett's guitar. And this is the $1,500 price range. I think they make a nicer one. But guys, I'm not spending $5,000 on a guitar. Sorry. That is not happening. I mean, when I pay my truck off, see what's going to happen is I'll pay my truck off, and then I'll have the money to get a guitar, another guitar, but I got something to start with for the next 3 years until I pay my truck off. I got 3 years left to pay on the truck, and that's it. Well, 3.5, I think. Yeah, it's about 3.5 years. So, I love guitar, guys. I love it. You can just bring so much emotion out in music. It's really astonishing. So let's take a closer look at these necklaces, just so that you can see. These are them. They're pretty nice looking. I like them. The light is kind of screwing the whole thing up, but you can see they're very nice, very high quality. Very high quality. It's been 24 minutes. Probably gonna shut it down soon. I just wanted to make a quick video and touch base with you guys, let you know. We are gonna be rocking out maybe by the end of the week. Maybe by the end of the week, this week, we'll be rocking out to the guitar. It's gonna change things on this channel. It's gonna invite a whole new genre of people to this channel. If I'm playing guitar on YouTube, yeah, definitely. They won't be able to deny me. Once I pick up the guitar and bring it to YouTube, it's over. Over. Wait till you see this guitar, guys. I'm still friggin' shocked. I'm like, holy shit, I'm dropping some serious loot. I am dropping some serious loot on this guitar. The guitar's 1,500, 1,400 on sale right now. So the guitar is 1,400. The amp is 750. I bought a Marshall. I'm buying a Marshall amp, a tube amp, combination tube amp. So it's the amplifier and the speaker all in one cabinet. So, I'm buying an amp, and then I'm buying a processor, a sound effects processor, like a foot pedal switch, but it's a processor. It's a computer. And let me tell you, this thing, I did not want to add this to the bill, but I had no choice. Another $750. So my total bill is right at about $3,000 to get my musical equipment. I'm about to drop some serious loot, guys. Serious loot. I got bills to pay. That's the only thing I can buy is a guitar and an amp and a processor. That's the only thing I can buy. I can't buy anything else. I'm done spending money. But I must get the guitar because I will drive myself friggin' crazy in this apartment having nothing to do. So you know what I do? I smoke weed because I got nothing to do. So, you know, I want to play guitar. I want to be productive again in my life because it goes back to this schizophrenia diagnosis where I'm starting to find the walls of my bower and begin to build in things in my life. All the things that are in place in my life are in good placement. So now I can build. And now I can, you know, play guitar, to be honest. So, all right, well, I'm going to shut it down. It's been 28 minutes. You're probably going to be seeing a video coming up very shortly in a couple of days about my new guitar. So, wish me luck. I got to wait for a call from the lawyer. He's got to process the check. So, they deposit the check into their checking account, and then they disperse the funds. So I have to wait for that, which I wish I didn't have to wait, but it's taken a few days. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you in a few days. Peace.